Here's the truth about the Model Y 6-seater. There was a ton of different hidden features that have been released over the past day or so. So let's take a look at all of them. One of them being the third row. Is it actually spacious enough with all these different features? There's actually a recline button here where you can actually make it go back a little bit longer, which then would also give you a little bit more headroom. But you can see he's already pretty close to the top here. Quote, a person that is 6 feet tall can sit in third row and still have about a fist headroom or fist worth of headroom left. But he's also reclined a little bit. And so I don't know how comfortable that actually is. I mean, that's my gripe with like the Model Y third row seat. Like if you put anybody back there for a long road trip and, God forbid, some sort of different accident, whichever could happen, I'm not sure I would want anybody back there because of how close it is to the backside of it. There's a really cool update with the suspension here. There's an adaptive suspension in the Model YL that has settings in the dynamic menu that prioritizes suspension comfort for the second and third row. And so I gotta imagine they probably developed a lot of different features on both the Model YL and also the Performance as well. So really cool to see that. Here's a shot of the wheels with the covers off, and you know what? I'm not mad at it. I kind of like the covers off for the first time on a Tesla vehicle, and I think I would definitely rock it with the covers off if I were able to get a Model YL. Here's our first picture of the Model YL on the right side, and then versus the Model Y, just regular one, on the left side. You can see it is significantly bigger, longer, taller, which of course creates that bigger space and everything. Here is that same type of stack to stack image with like it morphed together. You can see that the Model YL is taller and longer as well for that extra space across the board. Here's some more pictures of the two vehicles stacked together. It's like one of those illusion type of things, because if you were to look at them side by side or individually, they don't look that much bigger, but then when you stack them side by side, it is an interesting look for sure. There's also supposedly like another third brake light here that is on the Model YL that makes it look a little bit different as well. And here's what you all were waiting for, but here's a concept of what a Model YL Performance could potentially look like. You can see we've got the Performance badging right here, not the plaid. We've got what's maybe a carbon fiber spoiler. We've got a bigger diffuser, Model YLL Performance badge as well. Very interesting to see this, and maybe that could be a vehicle that could be coming out. Here's a shot of what the white interior versus the black interior could look like between the two interiors, and I mean, I think I would go white and maybe black with white interior at the end of the day. Supposedly the demand for the Model YL is hitting some decent amount of reservations. People are posting that it was already past like 35 to 40,000 reservations for the Model YL since it actually has come out. And here's a good look at the adjustability of the seats. You can see that it slides up and down, but I don't know, I'm still like undecided if I like these type of things as well, like even just having something right there like protruding that much. But let us know if this is like a thing that you were excited about with the seats, making it look a little bit more comfortable at the end of the day. Speaking of seats, we've got this extender thigh supports that's motorized so that you can be a little bit more comfortable. I mean, the Model X doesn't even have something like this, or the Model S, so very interesting to see it being debuted on a Model Y at the end of the day. And we've got screen sizes. The Model YL has a slightly bigger screen. Well, I guess it's pretty good. It's 16 inches up from 15.4 on the regular Model Y, and a more squared off bezel. In fact, like a lot of the different parts of the vehicle are very squared off. Like I'm thinking like the rear seat, and now also the screen here, like the third row seat is very squared off as well. We've also got an interesting 50-watt wireless charger that has cooling fans, because the wireless chargers on the Tesla vehicles, they do heat up the phone a lot. And so now we've got a cooling fan or an air vent in the middle that helps with cooling your phone, which is really cool to see. But I don't know, I mean, how many people you actually use this wireless charger? Of course, you guys know that we recommend the Jowa phone mount because it's charging, and if you put it on the dash like that, the AC hits it, so it's already kind of cooling as well. Promo code down below in the description so you can save some money on it. And here is the best look, and this is one of the, a lot of people have been asking me what I think about the Model YL and am I excited for it. I think I'm gonna have to wait until I see it in person because it's cool that it's a third row and captain's chairs or whichever, but I'm really wondering like how big this third row actually is. Is that extra inches going to be usable for space? Because this picture might sum it all up, like just like how the last Model Y 7-seater, like it was nice to have a third row back there, but would I want to put people back there on a longer road trip, especially maybe people on the taller side? Maybe not. And you can see, I don't know how tall this gentleman is, but certainly if the hood is open just like this, you can see how much his head is protruding on the Model Y 6-seater. Now, of course, maybe it's for like kids, but I don't know if I want to put my kids in a third row in a smaller vehicle like this. I think I'd want to have a bigger vehicle. And of course, we got a picture of the spoiler now. It does appear it is like a black gloss type of spoiler, so not a carbon fiber one. And you can see it's a duck lid one, so that it lifts up a little bit with that. We've got some more different stats here of people just trying to shove into the back, and you can see how much spacing is in the third row. So it's a very tight squeeze. And that's why it's one of these things, like I'm going to wait until I actually see one in person when they hit showrooms, if they hit showrooms here, and how comfortable it is to actually sit back there. Or is this just gonna be one of those vehicles where the captain's chairs are going to always be up, but the third row is going to be folded down? It seems like there's also a new type of technology in this that hopefully will debut to the US very shortly, but they're adding a Hey Tesla type of feature where you can prompt hopefully Grok or your Tesla vehicle just by saying Hey Tesla, and something will be able to answer your questions. I think this is probably one of the coolest things so far that I've seen, but the rear trunk deck lid, or the under area storage area, whichever, has magnets so that you can keep them up, or you can keep the lid up when you open it, which is really cool because sometimes when you lift it up, you don't know what to really do with it. And so this is really cool to have it stick up so that you can access things underneath it and just make it more usable at the end of the day. And this is what I mean about like the squared off ish right here. You can see the third row is very square, just like how the screen is very squared as well. I thought this post was funny from Christopher, but he says, I see what Tesla did, introduce the Model Y L, and the standard Model Y becomes the more affordable version. And maybe that's what we'll see, more incentives and everything with it. And one last thing about the Model Y, we've got a long, nice walk around of the new vehicle as it hits showrooms across China, all over the place, so that people can start to place their orders and hopefully take delivery very, very soon of the vehicle. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. What do you think about the Model Y L? And is this something that you're super excited for, or are you going to be passing and waiting for a deal on one?
Now that you've bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories, plus more, you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.